Hey everyone, and welcome back to Hoffman Engineering. And today we're going to take a look at all of the updates that have come to 3D Print Log in the last month. If you haven't heard about 3dprintlog.com before, it's a free website that I've been developing to help you keep track of your 3D prints, your filament usage, your print durations and status, and all of that kind of stuff. So if you want to create a free account today, you can do so at 3dprintlog.com. But let's jump into the recent updates. First up, I'm in Cura and I have a model sliced and ready to send to 3D Print Log. So I can go to the extensions and send it over to 3D Print Log, where we'll see the first updates, and that is filament estimated costs. So now, whenever you're creating a print within 3D Print Log, down in the filament usage section, we now have a section for estimated cost and actual cost for your filaments. So if your filament has a price associated with it, then it will use the estimated usage or the actual usage and use that to display the estimated cost. So for this filament, for this mint blue filament that I have loaded, it's going to cost about $14.20 worth of filament. If I were to change that to something that costs a little bit more, like this matte light blue, we see that that raises to $17. And if we do something even more expensive, like this silk silver, we can see that that will cost about $20 worth of filament for this rather large print. Now this estimated and actual cost, so if I were to type in an actual filament usage, so say I weighed a print after it was printed, then we can get the actual cost there. These costs are calculated based on the purchase price of the filament. So if we take a look at the filament and I look at that mint blue that we were looking at before, we see that I have a purchase price of $24.97 there. So if you add a purchase price here, it'll use that to calculate the estimated costs in the print section. Also part of the recent updates is your preferred currency. So you can see here that this uses the $ value. You can set your preferred currency in the settings menu. We see we now have a section for your preferred currency, and you can change that to whichever currency works best for you. So if I were to change this to another currency, say the South Korean won, and I save that, and we go back and we look at our filaments, we see that that currency symbol is now used throughout the application. We also have updates to the Cura plugin. So if I go back over to Cura and I take a look at the 3D Print Log plugin, if you go to the marketplace and you install the latest version of the 3D Print Log uploader, we have a couple of slight bug fixes in the menu system. So if we go up to extensions, 3D Print Log, and our configure settings to log, this opens up the settings menu. And now in Cura 5 and greater, we now have the settings categories shown correctly. So now these quality, walls, top and bottom, these are now collapsible and working as expected. So thank you to the user 5axis on GitHub for making this contribution to the 3D Print Log plugin. We definitely appreciate it. The settings menu also now respects the selected theme that you have selected in Cura. So right now it's showing as the default theme, but if I were to go to Cura and configure it to use a different theme, so say I'm using their dark theme, and I restart my Cura. So now I've restarted my Cura and it's loaded using the dark theme. If I go to extensions and look at the settings menu again, we see that this is now displayed as expected using the dark theme. So that should work for any of the themes for Cura. Makes it a little bit more visually appealing. And the final update to show you for 3D Print Log is now showing that we have an Android app. We now have an official Android app on the Google Play Store. You can click this link to open up the link to the Google Play Store so you can install it on your Android device. And this allows you to use all of the features of 3D Print Log on your mobile phone. So you download the app, you log in just like you would for the website, and it has all of the features of the website directly on your phone. So please download the 3D Print Log mobile app, give it a try, and let us know what you think. So that's it for the June update for 3dprintlog.com. If you have any ideas or suggestions that you would like to see on the websites, please go to the send feedback form and send it over to us. A lot of these features have been requested by users, so I'm happy to hear your feedback and suggestions, so please send them over. And if you haven't used 3dprintlog.com yourself, please go to the website. You can create a free account today. You can download the Cura integration. You can download the Octoprints integration and start logging your prints and filament usage today. So thank you all for watching, and we'll be back with more updates at 3dprintlog.com soon. So happy printing.